The place was pretty run down. I think it was built in the 1970s, so not too much had been done to it. But it was basically just an old clean brick place with some pretty old school cladding and things like that, the old brown windows. The design wasn't particularly inviting. Layout wasn't great, no street appeal.
The worst house in the best street. So we really needed to try and fix that up a little bit. And I think just the function of the house, we really wanted to make it
a little bit more livable, I guess. And also we had plans for my mum, and that was a big influence on the design.
The existing layout just didn't really work for us either. So we needed someone to come in and just make it sort of fit better for us and our family.
Jake was fantastic. Expanded on what we were thinking of and helped us with the design. Very good with the layout process and helping us get to where we needed to be with plans and any sort of certification and things like that.
Jake's really positive and he's really keen and excited to be a part of the design and building process. So
he's a good listener
really lucky.
too.
Yeah, he is.
He didn't really try and change anything, if anything, just enhance on what we wanted.
I mean, he's building a house for us, but at the same time, he's kind of takes it sort of personally.
Oh, absolutely.
And he doesn't mind sort of throwing in a design perspective from him to sort of say, oh, that looked really good. Have you thought about this? Or, his attention to detail would be one of my main reasons.
Even corner trimmings on the cladding, things like that. And that's what you want. Sometimes you're not here to make a decision. More than happy, weren't we, to leave it with Jake because we knew that it'd be the right decision.
Yeah. So. Nothing's too hard. He will just put his heart and soul into any job he does for anyone. He really takes it on board. His professionalism is outstanding. His work ethic, he's definitely one of those tradies that if he says he's going to be here, he's going to be here.
His organisation was something that was really impressed me. Everything from spreadsheets, the brochures, the pricing, it was all there, options. And he's definitely got the knowledge side of things too. We had a few tricky build options that we needed done. Everything had to be exact and it just came together,
And if he doesn't know, he'll find out. You know what I mean? He'll make sure.
He's not afraid to ask questions.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. You don't want someone that just says yes, yes, yes. He'll go, yep, no, I know what we need to do here. I just need to ask a few questions or sort it out. And, he did that. And he's passionate about what he does. So that's what you want from your builder,
There's so many decisions you've got to make in building, so many options. You can always count on Jake to sort of say, this could work for these logistical reasons. This could look nice because I've used this before or I've seen this before. And his opinion is really valuable. He offers a lot of input.
And he takes a job on his own property.
Yeah.
So
it's personal.
Almost to the degree where we wanted to use a certain product and he'd go, no, we're not using that. We're going to use this one. This one's a lot better. And, obviously that's where the experience comes in. If there was something that needed to be organised or I wasn't sure about something, he'd take it on board to make sure that it got done. We're not in building trade. When you've got someone that's willing to do that, there's no issues. He took care of everything really. If we needed something done with the plumbers, he'd call the plumbers. Jake, this is, what are we doing here? Leave it with me, I'll get in contact.
Yeah.
So from the time we started, his dedication to the job, I think, was...
It was outstanding.
It was outstanding.
Yeah, it was.
And probably just goes that little bit extra. Come over at any time, help us organise something if we had questions. And he's building a good little team there, so...
Yeah, nice bunch of guys, all reliable.
All approachable. They were often asking Emma, if there's anything she needed, to make sure that she's comfortable where we are and what we're doing. Obviously, we're living in the premises at the time, so, that comes with its own challenges. And, there really wasn't any issues, to be honest.
At one point, we had tarps on our roof because, we're getting the new roofing done. And it was pouring and we had leaks and it was a Sunday, wasn't it? Sunday morning. Jake's here, putting more tarps up, helping us out, stopping the leaks and stuff.
With one of the boys as well.
Yeah.
So obviously through the building process, we had periods of solid rain. We basically had no access to the front pathway, so they came out and laid down some paths for us, cleaned up the front, just around the front door. When you're building, and you've only got your front door, you want to make sure that that's them. And to his credit, him and the team always made sure that they went that little bit extra just to make sure that we were comfortable in where we were and, how they left the job site, which was, it means a lot when you've got
Yeah.
living in mess, you know. So
Nothing was too hard or too
Nothing
much,
too
you know,
hard,
for
yeah.
Jake. And he does it all with a smile on his
Yeah,
face
so-
every morning too, doesn't he?
absolutely, it was almost like he was part of the family. It was a family job.
Yeah, he had a
He
vested
took
interest.
a vested
yeah.
interest in making sure that we reached our targets and
Yeah.
got what we wanted.
It's just changed everything, you know. It's so nice to have a house that you can come home to at the end of the day and pull into the driveway, and it just puts a smile on your face. You know, now we have the best house in the best street. And the neighbours are super happy with it too, you know. They've commented, I really love what you've done with the place. Looks so good now.
With my mum staying here over Christmas and things like that, you know, it's really functional.
She was super impressed, wasn't
Yeah.
she? Like, really loved how practical it was.
Great layout. And I guess the unsuspected thing for me was our living room. We've got
Yeah.
the same living room, but the ceiling's dropped, and they've done some nice work, craftsmanship with bulkheads and
Yeah.
a few other little things in there
Yeah,
that have made
yeah.
that room just a little bit more modern, a bit more homely. The way that the colours were, the timber.
And I just love our garage.
Yeah.
Just having a garage
Simple
that I
things.
can use. And I love the timber features on the eaves and the panelling. I really like that too, looks so smart.
Yeah, just the way it looks from the front. It's quite a nice little aspect. When you walk around the side, you've got the timber screening
Yeah.
and the brickwork, and it's just wonderful.
It's warm and inviting
Yeah.
too, which I really like about it.
Yeah, it is.
Skylights. It's nice to see
gratification,
our
really, isn't
vision come to fruition as well, you know,
Yeah,
all
and
the
that's-
ideas
yeah.
we've had for all these years, and we've been able to work with Jake and make that happen. So now, you know, when we do come home and we are walking to our front door, you know, we're looking at all these things that
Yeah.
just put a smile on our face.
Yeah. It's funny because when we first showed Jake, he goes, "Oh no, it'll work out like this." And as you think, "Oh, geez, we hope it works out like that." And he said, "No, it'll work out just like that. We'll get it," and it really has.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly the
Yeah.
same as what Dave drew up.
He's definitely seen what we wanted and created that.
After what we had, and now
Oh.
what we've got,
Yeah.
it's light years in difference.
Oh,
So
totally.
It's improved, obviously, the value of the house. It's improved the look of the house, and it's improved the way we use the house. So
Yeah, definitely.
can't ask for any more than that. Absolutely, no worries at all. Recommending him and the team, and the end product, I think, speaks for itself. You've got a great, solid home, and very appreciative of what he's done.
If we were to build again or do anything else here, Jake could be the first person that we call. You know, no question.
Absolutely.